This one's titled, What Would You Do for a Shit Ton of Money? Here we go.
What would you do for 600K?
600K.
Suck on toes.
I do that for it.
That was the first thing you said. You've been thinking about that one.
Netflix to promote their new film, Pain Hustlers. After losing her job, a woman who's struggling to raise her daughter takes a job out of desperation. She begins working at a failing pharmaceutical startup, but what she doesn't anticipate is the dangerous racketeering scheme she suddenly entered.
Dang, okay.
My question for you is, what are you willing to do for a crazy amount of money?
A lot of things.
I'd be willing to go to jail.
Like maybe destroy someone's car.
Be a drug mule.
Whatever you need me to do, I'll do.
Drug mule.
Like maybe something disgusting.
Drink a gallon of milk.
I would consider eating someone's poop.
Well, guess what? Today, what's the wildest thing you've done for money?
Are y'all eating poop? 600,
Not doing the
600K.
poop, not doing the poop.
It's not the whole turd.
No, like, is it fresh?
They just shit it out.
Oh.
And it's human shit.
Yes. And then they're like, eat your throw up. I'm like, no, 600K. Oh. And now I'm really sitting there.
Like maybe if they're able to like filter out all the bad shit from the shit.
Oh no,
I'll take a bite.
You're getting it straight off
I can't.
on a plate. The person shits on a plate and they take a spoonful, and it's a heaping spoonful, and it's got to go straight in your mouth. Oh my God, I'm visualizing that.
No.
It's making me kind of like sick talking
I
about
feel like everybody
Sorry,
that goes
y'all.
to the bathroom, you know what your own smell is. So imagine somebody else's smell that you don't want to smell. And that's,
For 600 buckarooskies, I will eat one spoonful of my own shit.
I do the pits. I drink a bottle.
if
of
I had to
pits.
drink an entire 16-ounce bottle, I could probably do it.
I could drink the pit.
I could do that.
I ain't eating shit though.
Is the piss, I could just,
Like think about the texture and just like
I can't.
getting that down. You can't get that
I think
down.
my eggs are gonna come up right now from breakfast.
I'm a bag chaser. It's like,
It's not like it was shit that you found on the floor. It's your own shit. Honestly, if there was 600K right in front of my face, I think I might eat the shit.
that's what I'm saying.
Oh, you're crazy.
Like I don't know though.
Insult somebody for money?
What'd you say to him?
You're trash, don't talk to me that way.
What?
You're gonna talk to me, address me in a certain manner.
You don't want to turn that into a profession?
I think I do that to my husband a lot.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a teacher.
Oyster farmer.
Dishwasher. A doula. Nurse.
Pharmacy student, pharmacist.
You own your territory. You own a doctor.
The main character, she's a sales rep. Makes 600K in a short period of time.
I would do some things for 600K. Like, I would question my own morals.
I would someone over to get to the top.
I think I would leave my family behind.
I would slap my mom, that's for sure.
If you want to put something in my gullet, I'll do it.
I would suck it.
What's the craziest thing you've done?
I don't think I would say that one that
I
bad.
sold feet pics for money once.
I was going for the angle of like man feet.
I've sold feet pics for a crazy amount of money. I used to make about $1,000 for pictures.
Who took the pictures?
My mom. I was like, Mom, we need to do this. And she was like, I will do it.
Did you take your own feed pics?
Yeah.
Threatening to market my skincare products.
Oh my God, the movie
It's
plug.
an app, and he curates a regimen of mom's products. It's pretty cool.
Are you a hustler?
Yep.
Describe a hustler.
Grinding. Somebody driven. Khaled, bus.
The cast on this, we need to watch some more with these people. Like they seem very interesting.
And they're just too quick answers.
Like the people they pick, like I need to see more of them.
They also wish they could have dragged us out to at least 15 minutes. Because they're keeping one-word responses. I feel like each person could, like what we're doing, like going deep into it. Well, what do you mean if I got to
No, and some of them, I just want to hear them talk more. Like some of them are some characters.
Because this is cut. This is Washington State, Portland,
Oh,
Oregon.
Seattle out there, they just got.
For not Oregon, yes,
taking
Seattle.
the litter.
I'm a cook for old people.
The server at my friend's restaurant.
I work in the nightlife. You know, you gotta flirt with your customers if you want a great tip.
Do you want to have some ribs and wine with me?
I think I do.
Me too.
It really didn't go with what she said, but they just had to put it in there.
I'm just thinking about what people are doing in this current climate to get money, and
Or they're selling their body.
people are selling their bodies and selling their things, and
I mean, people are getting money in ways that are so taboo that from like 10 years ago, even 20 years ago.
things that weren't even possible.
People are on TikTok live making dumb money, Twitch streaming on Kick, selling pictures of anything,
Yep.
selling jars of farts, selling used clothes and underwear and socks. And I think there's a niche and market for everything now.
Random NFT products that have failed, but people cashed out, made millions before that shit crashed.
What can we sell?
Yeah, because well, back then,
Something crazier.
like female beauty is like it sells, sex sells, and now once it's been able to be add to cart online, and you can start selling pictures
Literally
and
buy it.
digital versions of yourself and your body. People are willing to pay millions upon millions of dollars for that, and that's the new thing.
Like gym clothes clothes, Rhino.
Strawberry Park reaction video worn socks.
Wait, I think we might be onto something because like no one's doing stuff.
Anyone want these?
You put that on the website, it's just a used item.
No, but actually, yeah, because like instead of buying an NFT of that clip of your toes wiggling, you can buy the actual sock.
Who's the highest bidder?
Wait, and you can go back to this video and be like, "That I own this sock that's on this."
You can prove it though too.
Things are only worth what someone's willing to pay for it. I've sold a bunch of my jackets that I've worn in videos and music videos and stuff like that. And to someone, like, I can understand why someone would like something like that. So you might not want a Rob reaction video worn sock, but you might want the Rob jacket that he wore in this and that thing. It's more marketable.
It's more marketable. It's more like, think about like the glove Michael Jackson wore was just a glove before he wore it.
Yeah.
But that has more symbolism than the nail clippers he used because it was attached to the famous viral dance that everybody's seen. So
all
it's more
those
valuable.
shows and everything.
And one of my favorite shows, Pawn Stars, which is probably what helped sort of solidify my love for like antiques and objects and collectibles and stuff. Objects hold value because they have backstories and whatnot.
Yep.
And I love that shit. I think it's so cool.
Or just objects that they don't make anymore, but they made it a one time when 20, 30, 40 years go by. It's like, well, wait, this is like ancient, like it's extinct. This is a valuable piece because they don't even make these anymore.
But that's the thing, you don't know it until the time has passed. It's like, how do we put value and appreciate those things like when it's now? You can't, right? It's like, has to be like appointed to you after the time where the thing has passed.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like at the Hollywood Museum in LA, like they have Betty White's last track outfit from like one of the movies she was in. They have the Back to the Future car. They have the Rocky outfit and gloves that Sylvester Stallone wore.
Wow.
And I mean, once you do it once, you're like, ah. But when you're there for the first time, you're like, whoa, or the Little Rascals, the outfits they wore in the 1940s. The thing is there just in a case. You're like, well, these were once worn. And in the basement, they have faces of all the famous directors that directed 1920 movies. And it's their face. It's like weird. Their eyes are closed and it's like a clay face of them. You're like, this person is no longer here.
And at the time, they didn't know how symbolic and how like iconic those things would be. So it's like, what are gonna be those things in the future that people like cherish? You know, the things that are like people are wearing now or something that happened this year or in this era or whatever. So much people are doing the famous thing nowadays where it's like things aren't as valuable like anymore. I guess like there's not the iconic star.
It's hard when you're like,
or this.
You don't know when he's famous. It's like, famous to who? Because everybody's famous. Like, you haven't heard that song? I'm not on TikTok, so I don't know any new TikToks.
And there's so much good songs. There's so much good videos. It's like
that's what that fame wanted. I feel like you almost have to just be viral or valuable to your niche because it's just everything's a channel now. You can tune into this guy, because a TikTok kid or Bryce Hall in his prime probably could have sold his tank top and made $10,000 off it, but I would have never cared or saw that. But those 2-3 million girls that are watching him. So but there are the outliers like a Michael Jackson, a Drake, where everybody can accept, oh no, this guy's real famous versus all of us other famous cats or whatever you want to call us. Just I could be popular to you, but 100,000 other people don't even know who the fuck I am or what I do.
There's reasons why it's easier to blow up in today's day and age, and there's also reasons why it's way harder to blow up. There's more marketing tools.
I just made the song of the summer.
When Michael Jackson.
Wait, Drake isn't doing that.
Also different tiers of artists.
But then the viewer views that artist as that different tier of artist. Though. When they make that, I just made the song of the summer. Check out my song.
But how do you blow up in this day and age when the labels run everything?
Right. And everyone's trying to do the same shit.
Because you can blow up.
And the luck and team and money and resources, I would say resources and networking out of all of it, that you would even need.
Nah, it's money, bro. You need money.
You
need money.
Money and
you need the best resources.
The right person to go, oh yeah, we'll greenlight that. Ooh, superstar.
I feel like with money, you can do anything. Get the best writer, get the best producer, get any placement.
Money stumps everything in terms of if you want to be a famous artist. I forgot what artists dropped. They were like, oh, it's 250 grand if you want to get played on the radio and skip the line. I was like,
yep. Industry plans are real. Like, that's a thing.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say your name because I don't want the Illuminati to come after me, but there's a certain musical artist that went from cute bubbly to like evil, dark, underworld type theme. And I'm like, this is all industry stuff. And why is it? And they're pushing this and it's money and it's, yep, you're the puppet and you're the pawn now to be a superstar.
And I guess that person would do a lot for a shit ton of money. Bringing it back full circle.
See, I brought it back.
See? That artist probably got presented that. They're like, I don't want to do this character iteration of myself. Give you 20 million at the end of 3 years. Sinister time it is.
Also, how easy is it for your morals to start bending and warping when big bucks start coming into play?
Yep. Especially if you're an artist that also came from nothing. You also, anything is amazing. So if you're gonna tenfold that option right away, you're like, hell yeah. okay, I would never be able to do this no matter how crazy I messed up my morals just to achieve this, but giving me an option, all I gotta do is this.
Like, I don't think it's in any of our characters to punch a grandma in the chest, but put $5 million on a table. Where's my fucking glove? Or we can do no glove.
Because you can use the money for her medical bills.
Or you could kill her.
Get paid for the funeral.
She'll have the
Look, I know
casket.
She'll have the best casket.
You'll fly her family out first class.
She was old anyways.
She was on her way out.
Yeah.
And it's easy to stand on a moral high ground and say, I wouldn't.
Because I'm sure all of these people never had that thought, like, I would never want to do that. But when you get offered something, sometimes it's hard to decide.
We said this before in another video. Would you promote vaping or cigarettes to your audience or whatever? And I could sit here and say, I would never promote a vape or cigarettes. And then what if new cigarettes comes to me and says, here's $25 million. Hey kids, this is the best smokes in town.
25 million, you don't even have to smoke, just like promote the brand. You'd probably do it.
Meanwhile, there was a girl.
would. I honestly would. Yeah. Sorry guys.
Meanwhile, there's a 9-year-old girl today that's been in a coma for 3 days because she did 4,000 puffs of vape for 3 days straight.
Okay.
And then one guy commented and said, I've tracked mine and I've done 8,000 in 2 weeks. How did nobody see her smoking this much? But then, yeah, you think about you promote all that, but you just messed up the next generation or a handful of people. Rhino was their favorite, and then because Rhino said vape, I'm gonna buy that brand just because he likes it. But you would never see that. You would never see the effect of everybody that did it. So then it's well, I don't see it happening. But that's the same thing of, if I close my eyes, this camera's not real. But you guys see the camera, so it's like, well, it's still here.
And again, it's easy to say when the money's not right in front of you. Yeah. When the button's not right there for you to press and
they're like, we'll transfer it right now, as soon as you sign this. And you're like, man, 25 mil, damn.
I've also never been offered anything like that where I had to compromise my morals to do something.
Yeah.
And I don't think that would even happen.
But I wonder about the people that blow up fast and you're getting your deals back to back. Like a Matt Rife, you know, you just blew up so fast. But obviously with the grinding overnight, but now that he did all the work and it's being presented, how many things do you say yes to when you're like, wait, this deal's actually way more money than this small deal, but I have to do it theoretically less, but it's the vapes. I
mean, Cristiano Ronaldo has like his face on a bag of Ruffles. And it's like, Cristiano Ronaldo eating those chips.
He's doing 20 ab workouts every second.
And if you're advertising chips, which literally fucking give you cancer and carcinogens and make you fat and diabetes and a bunch of other bullshit, like that's bad. But Ruffles giving me a quick 25 M's.
But see, 25 M's is crazy. I feel like you gotta say like $1 million or something to see.
And even then I might be like,
that's what.
Because I could sit here and promote no obesity, eat healthy. If Ruffles gives me $500,000 to promote a bag of Ruffles, a bag of Lay's chips.
I mean, the big corporations know how to sell stuff. It's like, remember when all the influencers and celebrities were on the Sprite cans and the G Fuel and all that? So
I think Yachty even had Sprite for a little bit.
Yep, Sprite. I would love to do a brand deal with Sprite.
Isn't soda like unhealthy?
It is the worst thing you could possibly put in your fucking body.
But I guess same goes with cigarettes and alcohol. And it's like, we didn't tell you to smoke the vape 4,000 times a day, little girl.
Use responsibly.
Even though it's bad overall.
I also try not to moralize myself and like, I'm nothing but good. Like, I don't think anybody is 100%.
Especially if nobody knows publicly for some of these deals too. That's a whole nother thing.
Would y'all eat shit for 600K? Let us know. Shout out Sprite. Sprite, if y'all want to do something, let me know.